Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Helen Oshini and I am a YouTuber living in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys why I left my previous accommodation, and I'll also be letting you guys know a little bit about renting in Regina. So in one of my videos, I talked about some benefits you can get as a newcomer in Regina. So we applied for one of those benefits, which is the housing scheme. And because we were newly landed immigrants at that point, we didn't have jobs or anything like that, we were able to get our application approved. So what happens is you put in an application, they would call you for an interview, and you'll be able to answer some questions about why do you want them to give you this house, are you working, are you making plans to work, things like that, just basic questions about yourself. And once you're able to answer satisfactorily, it's not anything serious though, they will give you the house. So what happens is they would call you when there's availability to come and check a particular accommodation, and if you like it, you tell them, oh yes, you like it and you want to move in. If you check the house and you do not like it for whatever reason, maybe it's not just your vibe, it's not you don't like the aesthetics or whatever, or maybe the location, you can tell them sorry, you don't like it, and you go back to the waiting list. So when we checked ours, we said okay, fine, we can work with it, and that was how we got the accommodation. And they gave us our rent for the period of 1 year. So they gave us how much we'll be paying monthly for a period of 1 year. Now what happens after that? You continue paying that rent, enjoying that benefit. When it's close to 1 year, maybe like 2-3 months before it's 1 year, the Regina Housing Authority, which is the body in charge of this renting, would reach out to you and ask you to give like an updated information about yourself. So maybe has your family size changed, did you get a job, did you get maybe an inheritance or did you get a loan, just know if things have changed basically from the time when you made an application up until now. So they reached out to us when it was like a few months to 1 year and asked us to provide all documentations, pay stubs, our family size, things that they needed to make a decision that will determine how much you'll be paying monthly after that year. Okay, so by the way, if you're still watching this video up until now, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you are yet to, and turn on post notifications. Anyway, by the time they review, our rent had jumped from $341 that we're paying monthly to 1,120 something. I don't have the accurate or the actual figure now, but it was a little over $1,000. And in our minds we're like, what? Of course we knew that they were going to increase it, because at this time both of us were working, that's my husband and I, so obviously our income had increased, but we just did not see that over $1,000 rent coming. We thought it would probably be like maybe 700 or 900 thereabout, but it was that amount that was given to us. So we just thought to ourselves like, should we stay or should we not stay? In all honesty, this is a fair price for a 2-bedroom apartment here in Regina. It's actually a very fair price, but the major reasons why we thought we were not going to pay that or continue with that tenancy agreement was, number one, the first place we stayed in before moving into this Regina housing house, it was a 2-bedroom apartment as well with 1 bath, and our rent was $1,300. Now this was a newly built accommodation. It was an apartment, of course, newly built, newer appliances, good location. With apartments, you don't even have to bother about snow shoveling or things like that. This rent was even inclusive of water and energy, and it was $1,300. And we're like, what, this is such a good deal. It's better for us to go back to that house, because first of all, like I said, newer appliances, things were it was just neater. And in fact, it even had AC. He had AC, and that we're getting towards summer now. It's so hot, and if you don't have AC in your accommodation, my god, you can fry. And I'm working from home, so we just thought that, you know what, it's better for us to just look add a few extra, maybe $100 or $200, and go to that kind of apartment that gives us a newer vibe than paying this amount and, you know, staying here. Another thing that made us make that decision was because there was a statement in the letter that was given to us that if somebody else needs an accommodation, maybe somebody that just newly landed as well needs a 2-bedroom apartment in our area, they're going to ask us to leave. Why? Because they don't classify us again as low income earners, and of course they would give priority to somebody who they classify as, I don't know what's the classify, I don't know what the grading is, I don't know how much you have to earn to be classified as low income or not low income or medium, I don't know. But they just said if somebody else needs that space, they're going to ask us to leave. So we just said, what's the point of waiting for them to tell us that, you know, somebody else needs the space, and we'll start looking for accommodation at that time, you know, trying to, you know, hasten the whole house hunting process. So we just said, you know what, let's just leave now. So those were the reasons why we decided to leave that accommodation. And like I said, it's not like it's a bad place. There are people that are paying that $1,100 and something dollars. It's okay, it's a good place. You guys saw that the house was very okay, but it's just that some things there, some of the maybe appliances are not really my vibe. You guys saw that in the house I mentioned I didn't like the stove. Do you understand? So like small things like that, but those are not even major issues. I mean, we lived there for all that time, so left to me is not a problem. But I just felt if they increase this to over $1,000, we could not continue to pay that amount. But we didn't feel like it was necessary. We felt if we add a few, maybe $100, we would go to somewhere that was more comfortable with for us, feel our vibes or whatever aesthetics, whatever we're looking for in a house, you know, more comfortable, newer appliances and things like that. But I mean, if you're a newcomer, I don't think initially that's what you'll be bothered about. Maybe you've not started working, you'll be more concerned about how to save money. And $341, it was actually even 326, but because of laundry, there was, you guys said that there was a washer and dryer in the accommodation, so that they asked us to pay $15 extra. So $326 for rent is ridiculously affordable. Now I'm not saying that this is the rent that every newcomer pays. It's totally based on your income, based on the house, based on your families. It's based on so many things, so I can't guarantee you for sure that this is how much you're going to be paying. There are different amounts for different people. However, that's the amount that we're asked to pay for that period of 1 year. So we felt, why would we give up this over maybe newer house or something like that when we just newly landed? So those were our reasons anyway, and we just thought, you know what, it's better for us to leave and go find somewhere else that we can pay that money and feel like, okay, this amount is justified. Do you guys get what I mean? Anyway, so that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. If you have any questions or if you're unclear about anything, please give me a message or leave me a comment in the comment section. If you are also yet to subscribe, please subscribe. Please turn on post notifications. Please give this video a thumbs up and share with all your friends and family that are coming to Regina, okay? And again, let me just also say that I think this service is available in every other city in Canada. It's not just a Regina thing, so just ask around, but at least I'm sure of Regina because that's where I live. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.